This is Sakar Murli of 1st April 2023. Essence. Sweet children, clean the clothes of souls with Lux soap. Let no dirty remain inside you. Question. Which deep philosophy of karma do effort making children know, and do they therefore always remain busy in making effort? Answer. There is a burden of sinful actions of many births on souls, and also many strong samskaras. Those samskaras cannot be transformed without them having yoga. Souls have become completely dirty by them performing sinful actions. This is why you have to make effort to become clean. Souls cannot be cleansed except by them having remembrance. Storms will come in remembrance, but no matter how many storms come, such souls will always remain engaged in making effort. Song. I am a small child, you are the Almighty Authority. Om Shanti. Those who come and belongs to the Father themselves says, "Oh Baba, I am a new young child." Someone may do 1 month old and another 8 years old, and here all are young. New children could say that they are young. Some are 20 years old and some are 15 years old. They continue to grow. They say, "I have become your child, but I am a young child. Give me my inheritance. Shower knowledge on me." There are the shower of knowledge. This one is called the lucky chariot. The one who brightened the Gangas of knowledge and the nectar of knowledge has many names. He is called Bhagirath, lucky chariot, Arjuna, and also Daksha Prajapita. There is just the one father of people who gives everyone an aim. Many children, those clothes are completely dirty and old come. All clothes are different. Some are so warm out of them are thought apart when washed. The father says, "This laundry started so many years ago. He has been washing the clothes all this time. Some have become clean, whereas others, no matter how much you wash them, remain dirty. When you beat them hard with this stick of knowledge, they are torn apart. They then run away." It is understood of those who had not become clean, who had not become the pure and purify others, that it is not either fortune. Those who become good also wash the clothes of others. This is also a laundry. When a soul comes pure, he receives a pure body. He becomes beautiful from ugly. All are ugly at this time. The Father has come to change you from the sinful souls into emperors of emperors. You come to know that everyone aboard this path, but you are not aware of anything of your previous paths. When you explain to others and they still don't realize or reform themselves, it is then understood that they were perhaps very impure previously, and this is why their samskaras cannot be reformed. It is like when water is sprinkled onto the hot griddle and it brighten up completely. God comes and cleanliness you with Lux soap. Each one's pulse is felt. The Father explains to you very easily. Children, by remembering me, you souls will continue to become pure. You also have to become conqueror of attachment. The Father is the most beloved. Devotees have been doing devoting from the copper age for the half a cycle. They are the ones who are then going to become deities. You are able to know this. The Father says, "While walking and moving around, remember me, your Father." For instance, when a Kumar or Kumari get engaged, they remember each other. Here, some even leave the bridegrooms and become those who ran away. You don't even remember the bridegroom who making you into the masters of heaven. No one else could say this. I have to become the uplift souls as sinful as Ajamil, exactly as I did in the previous cycle. The clothes of some are good, but others are dirty. A wife says, Baba, make me pure and clean. Her husband says, I don't stay without voice. So there is then a quarrel. Innocent ones are assailed so much. Those who do not become the pure create many obstacles. No one can stop sannyasis from leaving their homes. Even the government can tell this. Who is going to look after your children? Here there is a quarrel because of this. One become pure and another remains the sinful of Ajamil. Those who are intellect have firm faith are not concerned about anyone else. They become completely destroyers of attachment. They could even kick aside a kingdom. On the path of devotion, there is the example of Meera. There are many such examples on the path of devotion. Here there is securely any such examples. Yes, such one will engage who could say, I want to become pure. They could instantly say, I am not bothered about a kingdom, just as those kings were not bothered about their queens and left them. In the same way, such queens will be now emerged who couldn't be bothered about the kings. I am going to become a master of heaven. The names of the kings who adapted renunciation are mentioned on the path of devotion. There is now the path of knowledge. Each one of you can understand to what extent you have to become the laundryman. Who should you not become a good laundryman? Even amongst laundrymen, it is number wise. Abroad they send their clothes wherever else are not washing and so much definitely be washed very well. It is the same here. Some become clean very quickly and begin to follow Srimad. They become pure and also make others pure. When men cannot become pure, the women have to tolerate so much. Nowadays, one has to be very carefully because each human being is influenced by the five vices. Under the influence of anger, people cause a lot of damage. They say, Baba, I was influenced. They have organs of the body. When there is organs of the body, other vices are also come. If you don't consider yourself to be bodiless souls and remember the Father, your register will be spoiled. Storms will come your minds, but you must not perform those acts with your physical organs. The Father says to become a master of the world is not like going to your auntie's home. Lakshmi and Narayan become the masters of the heaven, and so they must have made some efforts. The Father truly sits here and make you into the kings and queens of heaven, and so you have to follow his Srimad. Srimad elevated directions are from the Father, whereas all others are directions from the evil spirits. As soon as you forget Srimad, those evil spirits come. Maya quickly attack you and make your feelings ashamed. Each of you has a check yourself. How dirty am I? Good children like Kumarika, etc. do service. Children go to wash the dirty. impure clothes and enable others to conquer the five vices. The evil spirits of lust enter some and they completely dishonor the name. When they become dirty, they are no longer called because their register become completely spoiled. Baba beats them the dirty clothes with a stick so much in order to cleanse them. He says, remember the Father, and the clothes will be cleansed. Otherwise, the evil spirits will continue to come. If you are unable to imbibe, then you can understand that you are very dirty and what you were perhaps very bad in your previous birth. One should be ashamed. If you don't make effort, you remember dirty and won't become worthy. You come here to become worthy. If you are made of good clothes, you will become the part of Sun and Moon dynasty. Baba has now given your unlimited about intellects. You now know the cycle of the whole world. People say, "O purifier, therefore he must surely be the one and only one who is called Heavenly God, the Father, who is the incorporeal. He is the now 5000 years since this laundry was last opened. Baba says, I open this laundry in Bharat every 5000 years. Through this yoga, you will become ever pure and you won't then become the impure for 21 births. Maya doesn't exist there. You cannot go to the paradise without becoming pure. Many become subjects. You must not be content with that. It is remembered. You are the mother and the father. You are your children. We receive a lot of happiness that they become royalty. Not that we become subjects, although your mercy. This is a land of sorrow. However, some are wealthy because they are performed good actions. This is a worldly kingdom, whereas the kingdom of heaven is beyond. You children know how both these kingdoms are received. The Father says, by following my Srimad, you could not experience punishment of 21 births. It could not be you can leave your job, etc., and come and sit here. Since your children are your creation, you have to look after them. This is the profit and loss in business. This you now to reward in the golden age. This is no question of the profit and loss here. Here your profits no one put following this Srimad, and this is no mention the loss of 21 births. By not taking full knowledge, you will receive a low status. By following Srimad, you become conqueror of attachment. You nobody or claim your good status. Such ones are the respect here. You are to receive a kingdom otherwise, and you should follow the mother and father. The mother and father learn actions and also teach you. They says follow Srimad and do not indulge in vice. Observe the precautions. They continue to give you many wise methods. Baba is imperishable surgeon, whereas all are patient. You become his helpers. You are assistant surgeons. Number wise, Shiv Baba along is the cleverest, imperishable surgeon. It is the number wise among his surgeons too. Some earn thousands of hundreds and thousands, whereas others are not even able to earn a feed themselves. Some let go to the father's land while you moving along, and so it is said that they are dirty, impure clothes. Their samskaras are many, but put them and they do unable to imbibe knowledge. They are not colored by knowledge. That too is in the drama. Baba comes to give you happiness. Holy man will also taken back to their own sections in the land of Nirvana. The original and eternal deity religion of Bharat has disappeared. They have become corrupt in their knowledge, religion, and actions. No one is worthy of being called a deity anymore. It is because they doesn't exist that I am and created them. Therefore, I definitely also have to take souls of other religions back. People only wish to go to the land of liberation. The Father says, I have become come to do this. So you children have to ask yourself, was I so impure previously that I am unable to imbibe knowledge? If you are unable to seated on the throne of Mama and Baba, you will become the maids and servants. The Father says, I have to become to purify the impure. I have taken the support of this body. How else could I purify the impure? You children could say, we deities are becoming pure thoughts of the Father. We haven't become the as per yet. We are effort makers. You have to follow Srimad and become elevated. Only the Father gives this knowledge. Only God the Father is called the knowledgeful one. He is the one who gives you the information of the full of Brahmanda, the incorporeal world, the subtle region, the corporeal world, and the beginning, middle, and the end of the world. You too become knowledgeful. Some become knowledgeful, whereas others do not imbibe anything at all. It could be understood that it is not their fortune. Good children make good efforts very well. However, you have to look after your homes and families. In the beginning, they had a bhakti for the 14 years. Whilst those clothes were being washed, some become very clean and beautiful. Some were thrown apart and others remained dirty. Nowadays, some are hardly able to stay there even 7 days. Early there was a good bhatti and it was the totally bhatti. If you in that bhatti I have been there, you warn't have been prepared. Bricks and bakes in the bhatti, some are remembered to weak and some are broken. It is the same here. Many clothes are thrown apart. By not following Srimad, they are unable to go cleansed. You souls were now engaged to the Supreme Father. Shiv Baba says, I am ever pure. Continue to remember me and you will continue to become pure. Practice this while living at home and your families. Those who are good children will start practicing this. Very quickly, they will remain happy. They will stay awakened night and wash their souls. They believe that they will receive pure clothes by remembering pure. This is why Baba says, become conqueror of sleep. Remember the Father and the souls you will become pure. Amrit Vela is the very good time. Baba diverts you and advising you to remember him at this time. If you fell asleep, they put oil on your eyes. That is, make effort. You receive Srimad to remember Baba. Even though the Maya brings storms, just continue to remember Baba. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Father, Mother, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First point. Become a complete destroyer of attachment by following Srimad. Follow the precautions and interact with wisdom. Don't allow your register to be spoiled. Second point, become a conqueror of sleep and especially stay in remembrance of the Father at Amrit Vela and cleanse your soul. Purify the soul with the knowledge and yoga. Blessing. May you be responsible soul who remain stable in the one thoughts of revealing the great pilgrimage place. This Abu is the lighthouse for the world. In order to reveal his great pilgrimage place, all the Brahmin children have to one thought that their souls found their destination here, and uh, that each of them benefits. When this lamp of pure hope ignite in all of you, when there is everyone's cooperation, there will be then the success of the task. Let the sound emerge in this each one's mind. This is my responsibility. When each of you consider yourself to be responsibility in this way, the rays of the revelation will be spread everywhere from the Abbas form. Slogan: imbibe the speciality of retroversion and you will continue to receive everyone's blessings. Om Shanti.